It's just 3 weeks for SBI PO Prelims exam. And if you still don't feel very confident about your preparation, join our new course which is SBI PO Express Batch. Of course, we'll cover the concepts, the practice and also the discussion of mocks in these 3 weeks. Now, this batch will include your preparation for both prelims and mains. English descriptive part can be a game-changing part in your exam. I will be, of course, teaching you both essay and letter writing, including the formats, the various practice of essay as well as letter writing and the topics. So, enroll now.
Hey guys, welcome to Oliveboard. My name is Hardik Mishra and I welcome each one of you to this wonderful session which you've been waiting for the whole day. And this is a session which is important for all the aspirants who are preparing for any examination related to banking or insurance sector. Especially SBI PO is coming up. So this session is keeping in mind, especially keeping in mind the SBI aspirants. So guys, if you're preparing for SBI, invariably you're preparing for every single banking examination. So welcome each one of you once again. I can see a lot of people are already over here. Akash, Aldrin, Rakshita, Sudarshan, Soumya, Shivani, and there is someone called Cute Boy. Sujata is also over here. So guys, quickly share the session. As you all know, this is going to be a rockstar session for all of you. So let's just quickly start. But before I start, let me just quickly guys remind all of you about this SBI PO Express batch, which is your one-stop destination for the selection in SBI PO examination. If you want to qualify that examination, this is something that you must join. Okay, the batch has already started from 7th of December. Prelims and mains both parts will be covered. Okay, all these things are will be available to you. If the classes that you've missed, you can watch the recordings and you can ask your doubt. 60% off is there and separate batches for English and Hindi. Having said this, please quickly enroll for this. Okay, so we'll quickly move on to the session, and these are the currently running batches. These are the latest batches that are running. So without any further delay, let's begin the session. And the first question, the very first question is in front of you guys. So the first question is in front of you. Read the instructions carefully and try to solve them. Clear, everyone? Okay, so good evening. Yugal is also over here. Nija Mishra is also over here. Trilochan, Navvarsh is also over here. Anshul, Neha, everybody is over here. So very good. Happy to see all of you guys. So please tell about something about IBPS clerk pattern as per your experience. Last week I had taken SBI clerk prelims examination. That you can watch the video once again, and today's session is also going to help you in your prelims examination. So please be attentive in the class. Today's class, it is going to be important for IBPS clerk examination also. So if you are going to write the examination, IBPS clerk examination, day after tomorrow, or or that is on Saturday or on Sunday, so this is something very, very important for you. Okay, so I hope you or none of you have read the instructions. Please read the instructions carefully. What it is saying, in the following question, 3 sentences are given with the idiom or phrase in bold in each of them. Okay, identify which has or have used the idiom incorrectly and mark the answer accordingly. So you need to tell me in which of the sentences the idiom has been used incorrectly. Okay, so you just need to tell me, is it B, both A and B? Is it only A? Is it only C? Is it both B and C? Or the answer is all are correct. Okay, so tell me what is which of the following is the answer. Quickly tell me the answer. I can see a lot of people are answering. Okay, so those people who are saying option number A, that is both A and B, see, beside the point is absolutely right. It means irrelevant. Beside the point is the phrase which means irrelevant. okay, which means irrelevant. So this is absolutely right, no problem with this one. Okay, so there is no problem with the first part. First sentence is absolutely right. So is the answer B and C or only C? Quickly guys, quickly tell me. Quickly guys, I'm waiting for your responses. People are saying option number B, option number C. Okay, quickly tell me. Okay, so although her education left a great deal to be desired, okay, although her education left a great deal to be desired, that means a great deal to be desired. This is also right. Great deal to be desired means something is not up to the mark. Something is not up to the mark or what it was expected to be. Okay, something is not up to the mark. Is not up to the mark. So it was not what it was expected to be. So it's like that. So I hope you've understood. So A and B both are correct. Rags to riches is wrong. It should be riches to rags. Why? There are two idioms. It can be rags to riches or it can be riches to rags. Okay, so try to understand the meaning. The sentence is saying someone who loses most of his money. That means he has lost his money. That means it is very, very understood according to the reasoning. That means he had a lot of money. So someone who lost of most of his money gambling. Make up a perfect. That means he had money. So from riches, that means he had a lot of money, to rags. Okay, from riches to rags. That means earlier he was rich. Now he is, he doesn't have a lot of money. So that's how answer is option number C, guys. I hope all of you have understood this. Okay. Harshit Mehta is both rags to riches and riches to rags. Yes, Adrenaline, definitely. I think you've seen that scam 1992. Okay, fine. Okay, so I hope all of you have understood this particular question. This kind of question can be asked in different ways in your examination, be that SBI clerk or SBI PO or IBPS clerk. Okay, let's move to the next question now, guys. Okay, read the sentence, read the instructions very, very carefully, guys. Read the instructions very carefully. While the health outcomes of e-cigarette vapor versus an inveterate capsule coffee drinker vary greater, both disruptive products present lingering harms to the environment greater than the product they replace. Okay. So what you need to do in the following question, the sentence is given in three highlighted words. Identify the word which is used incorrectly in the sentence and mark your answer accordingly. Yeah, these kind of questions will also come in your SEBI or RBI also. So I've tried to make it a session which is relevant for as many exams as possible, so that you don't feel left out, or you don't feel that you've not prepared in any exam you sit for. Okay, guys. So while the health outcome of e-cigarette vapor versus an inveterate capsule coffee drinker vary. Okay, drinker vary. Now vary what? Vary is a verb. Vary is a verb. Okay, it is a verb. So for that verb, you need to have an adverb over here. So it should not be greater. It should be greatly. It should be what? Greatly. Both disruptive products present lingering harms. Okay, they cause what kind of harm? They cause lingering harms to the environment greater than the products they replace. So they create more harm to the environment than those products which are, which they replace. So the error is only in part B. So the answer is option number B. Getting my point, everyone? So the answer is option number B. Is it clear to you guys? Is it clear to you or not? Something that lingering means something that stays for some time. Something that stays for some time is called lingering. Something that stays for some time is called lingering. So that's absolutely right. There's no problem with that particular part. So let's see. Let's move to the next question, guys. Yeah, stays for some time, that is called lingering. So the taste lingers when you eat something. The taste lingers in your mouth. That means it stays for quite a period of time in your mouth. Yeah, Aruna, definitely your answer is right. Not a very long period of time, but yes, it stays there for a adequate amount of time. In the following question, a sentence is given with 3 highlighted words. Identify the word which is are used incorrectly in the word and mark your answer accordingly. Okay, under the kitchen window, his shamed, downcast eyes fell upon a curiously shaped stone, a stone of such fascination that he kept squatted up and picked it up and turned it over in his hands. E, Everybody is saying E. See, the phrase is squat up is wrong. The phrase is squat. When you squat, you sit down, not up. You don't come up, you go down. So it should be squatted down. When you do a squat, I hope you know what is the meaning of squat. Okay, I hope I don't have to make a demonstration of squat. Okay, that means you crouch. When you crouch. Okay, so that is squat down. That means you sit down. Okay, so it should be squatted down. Rest everything is downcast. Means downcast eyes. That means you see something. You look down at something. Okay, so that is downcast. That's absolutely right. The only problem is with squatted B part. So the answer is option number D. So all those people who were saying option number C, E as their answer are absolutely wrong. And turned it over. That means it flipped it. Turn something over. That means to flip. There is no problem with the A part. Okay, I know a lot of people would be thinking that it should be downcasted because it is past tense, so it should be downcasted. Guys, there is no such word like downcast. Always remember the words that end with cast, their past tense is also cast. Like broadcast, the V2 is also broadcast. The V3 is also broadcast. Okay. So the tense, it is not broadcasted. All words that end with cast, there is you don't put ed after them. Getting my point? So that's absolutely right. Now we come to the next one. Tell me the answer of this. Okay. Squat, Jaspreet. You do squats in gym. I hope you know that. You know the position in which you sit on your legs is called squat position. Yeah, similarly forecast, broadcast, telecast, typecast, downcast, all the words that end with cast do not take do not take ed after them to make a V2 or a V3. 3. The city has committed, city has plus V3, that is committed $10 million to seeding capital. Now there is nothing like seeding capital. There is no such phrase like seeding capital. It is always seed capital. It is always what? It is always seed capital. The phrase is seed capital. The amount of money that is injected in a company or an organization to start it, that is called seed capital, not seeding capital. The B is wrong. Okay, so the B part is wrong. Okay, a lot of people would be thinking about the C one. So yes, it was manager, it was, but there is no problem with that. So the only problem with was C1. Okay, understood everyone, guys? Third highlighted word was manager. Money to be invested, yes, to start a particular organization, that is called seed capital. Understood, guys? Yeah. So with the fund manager to secure private investments and federal support. So I hope all of you understood. Committed to. No, has come. You're not committed to someone. Has committed rupees. The meaning of this phrase, that the city has committed $10 million. That means the city has promised to give $10 million of seed capital and will work with the fund managers to secure. So it is basically committed over here means promised. Okay, now this is a rearrangement kind of a question. Rearrangement question, basically, not a kind of a question. It is rearrangement question. Rearrangement. So you need to rearrange the parts that are given over here. Yeah. Yes, Berlin, definitely. The seed capital is basically that capital which is given to an organization to develop itself. Yeah, Vagmita, good evening, dear. Though a bit late, but it's okay. Okay, guys. So states that the Democratic Republic, economic and political justice of India shall secure social, the preamble of the Constitution. So what is going to be the answer? A lot of people are saying option number 2, option number 2, option number 2. Let's see. States that means says that. Okay. Economic and political justice of India. India shall secure. Okay. The preamble of the Constitution. That means D will come first. The preamble of the Constitution states that the Democratic Republic of India, the Democratic Republic of India shall secure social, economic and political justice. So the answer is option number 2. So all those people who've answered option number 2 as their answer are absolutely correct, guys. Big congratulations to all of you. Okay, I am the only Malayali here. Okay, I didn't know that. Start with an start with basically not a noun, not necessarily noun. Yes, states is over here is a verb, so this cannot be started with. Okay, now we come to the next question, guys. Whom arrived over the past couple taxes than to receive benefits? European migrants. Many of the of decades are more likely to pay. So you need to arrange this particular part also. Okay, guys. So the answer people are giving is option number 3. Let's see. European migrants, many of whom arrived over the past couple of decades. European migrants, many of whom, that means C then A, arrived over the past couple of decades are more likely to pay taxes than to receive benefits. So CADB is the correct choice. So the answer is option number 3. Clear, guys? I hope this is clear to each one of you. Yeah, again it has to be started with a noun. So that's how the answer is option number 3. So guys, I hope all of you have understood this thing, right? So now we come to the next part, okay? So tell me the answer of this one. Rearrangement question are easier than the previous day's question. Yes, today they are easier. Yeah, because I kept these questions keeping in mind also the IBPS clerk examination also, so that the people who are going to write IBPS clerk examination on on Friday, on Saturday or on Sunday, so they should do it well. CA pairs. Departments are unable to conduct a what? Departments are unable to conduct a what? A technical investigation into an accident. So CA and CA is a mandatory pair. Technical investigation into an accident without expert help. Tell me what is going to be the answer. See, over here, agencies such as police and public works departments. So it should start with it has to have B over here. So BAC is a mandatory pair. BAC is a mandatory pair. Where can you see it? It should be D. Without experts help, executive agencies. So the answer is option number 4. Yes, the answer BAC is a mandatory pair. So it will start with without executive help, without expert help, executive departments, executive agencies such as the police and public works departments are unable to conduct a technical investigation into an accident. Okay, guys, I hope all of you understood this. Yeah, B part is also connected. Yeah, B part works department, that is what I said. B and A is a mandatory pair. So DBAC. Clear, guys? I hope all of you understood this. Clear, everybody? Let's move to the next question. I hope it is clear to all of you guys. Okay. So broadly across the population boosts the living standards vary. India's goal is to have sustained growth and to have a growth that. So tell me the answer of this one. Yeah, Shikha Shukla, you're very late, but good evening. Yeah. So broadly across the population boosts the living standards vary. India's goal is to have sustained growth and to have the growth that. So you need to tell me the answer of this. Okay. So India's goal is to have sustained what? Sustained growth, and to have a growth that boosts the living standards very broadly, so it should be B and then you have A. So CDBA. The answer is option number 3. Clear, guys? Yeah, it was too easy. It was easy, actually easy. Okay, so let's move to the next question now. Now you need to tell me the error in this particular question. The argument assumes that early detection of the disease will lead to an immediately drop in the mortality rating of the disease. So there are more than one errors. Let me tell you guys, there are more than one error. So you need to tell me. Yeah, there are more than one errors. So will lead to an immediately drop. So drop is a noun over here. Drop is a noun over here. So for that you need an adjective. So it should not be immediately, it should be immediate. Okay, it should be immediate drop. And what is the other error over here? What's the other error? Quickly guys, quickly tell me what's the other error. Yeah, the phrase is not mortality rating, it has to be mortality rate. It has to be mortality rate, not rating. It has to be what? It has to be mortality rate. So argument assumes that early detection of the disease will lead to an immediate drop in the mortality rate from this disease. So there are two errors. The one is immediate drop and the other one is mortality rate. So no, from is absolutely right. If you will write mortality rate of this disease, so disease will not die, right? Mortality rate from this disease, that means people who will die from this disease. The government has asked individuals with income of over rupees 10 lakh to electronic file tax returns for the year 11-12 something, which was optional till last year. Okay, leads will not be there, guys. Guys, some really interesting questions are still over there. So, it is going to be an important session. Government has asked individuals with income over 10 lakh to electronically, the government has asked individuals with income over rupees 10 lakhs to electronically file. Okay, electronic file is wrong. It has to be electronically. It has to be electronically file tax returns for the year 11-12. Okay, it has to be electronically file. Something which was optional till last year. Okay guys, which has been popular till last year. It should not be, till last year is given over here, so that means it's past tense, so it should be was. Why it has to be has been? No, the answer is there is only one error, and the error was electronically. So was is absolutely right. It was optional till last year. Okay. Has to had. Now they have asked to electronically file. Okay, something which was optional. Okay, so in that sense, the author is assuming that the current year is 11-12. So which was optional till last year. Now it has asked this. Till last year is absolutely fine, Sudarshan, no problem with that. The power tariff had already been increased twice in the last 15 months, and the electricity board had also levied monthly charges to customers. No, Priyadarshani, it doesn't require to have had, because the author is saying that now, he is assuming that the current year is 11-12. So you don't need to unnecessarily change the tense until and unless it is not creating a lot of trouble in the meaning of the sentence. The power tariff had already been increased twice in the last 15 months, and the electricity board had also levied charges. You levied something on somebody. Very good, guys. If you are so keen that you are able to find errors based on errors based on prepositions, that means you're preparing very well. So congratulations, guys, congratulations. Okay, so now move to the next question. I will move to the next question, guys. Over here you have it. Now you need to tell me the error in this particular part. Tell me guys, what is going to be the answer of this one? Okay, yeah. Telephonic facility? No, it doesn't have to be telephonic facility at all. Okay, let's see. So as the prison will get an officially, see, an tele okay, it has to be telephonic facility. Telephone facility is noun, so it has to be official. It has to be official telephone facility soon. The prisoners won't have to make calls in a discrete. Now this discrete is wrong. See, there are two discrete. Discrete with double ET and discrete with DISCRETE. Now I am going to make you learn this word by heart. Okay, assume that there is a boy called T. He has two girlfriends, E and E. Now both his girlfriends are together. He will be what? He will be cautious. Now both his girlfriends are separated. So that means separated. So separated manner is wrong. It has to be cautious and vigilant manner. So it has to be DISCREET. Yeah, smuggled means not actually stolen, to brought, in an illegal way. Sir, I have a doubt. He के साथ बड़ा वाला सबऑर्डिनेट क्लॉज है, तो क्या उसमें मॉडल विल आ सकता है? I have a doubt. हाँ, क्यों नहीं आ सकता है? Clear everyone? Discrete means separated. क्लियर हो गया सभी को? समझ में आ गया? चलो तो बढ़ते हैं आगे अगले क्वेश्चन के ऊपर. ओके, so here you have the next question on the screen, guys. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you if you've liked it. Yeah, so if you've actually liked this trick, quickly share the session. Cautious means together. How can Jaspreet cautious how can it be together? Cautious is different. With double ET is cautious. ETE is separated. Understood? Gems and jewelry trade, a prominent voice in the chorus of protest against the RBI's move, is particularly suited to this sort of activity as the valuation can be manipulated. That said, a considered step to regulate LOUs that does not what? Does not dash the baby with the bath water is advisable. So again, this is an idiom. Dash the baby with the bath water is advisable. What is the idiom? If you learn the idiom, if you've learned the idiom, you will definitely be able to give the answer. If you know this idiom, you will definitely be able to give the answer. Okay, a credit means to give credit. Okay, give credit for what someone has done. to give credit for what someone has done. Okay, so that is basically the meaning of accredit. So gems and jewelry trade, a prominent voice in the chorus of protest against the RBI's move, is particularly suited to this sort of activity as valuation can be manipulated. That said, a considered step to regulate LOUs that does not throw out or cast away, both means same, cast aside. Throw out or cast aside, both have the same meaning. So the answer is option number 2. Throw out or cast aside, that means to throw away. Okay, that means the meaning of the whole idiom is, to throw waste along with what is important. To throw away the waste along with the important thing. Get rid of something is baby with the water, bath water. No, not to get rid, to throw something important. Like for example, you were throwing garbage, and along with that you have or you were selling your used books. Along with that, you erroneously given away or thrown away your mark sheets also. That is called you have thrown out or you have casted aside the baby with the bath water. So that is the meaning. So now let's move to the next question. Margaret Thatcher came to power kick-starting a wave of privatization across sectors that were also pursued by Labour governments and helped jump-start privatization initiatives across the world. The radical leftward shift within the Labour Party in Britain has now put the issue of nationalizations firmly back on the dash. मार्कशीट्स विद कबाड़ी वाला सर पीओ के लिए ऑलिवबोर्ड के मार्क कितने आने चाहिए इफ यू आर स्कोरिंग somewhere around in 60s, that means you will be able to qualify. Okay, so tell me what is going to be the answer of this one. Three. Okay, Margaret Thatcher came to power, kick-starting a wave of privatization across sectors. That means when he came to power, he brought a wave of privatization in all the sectors that were also pursued by labor governments and helped jumpstart privatization initiative across the world. The radical leftward shift into the Labour Party in Britain has now put the issue of nationalization firmly back on public agenda. Okay, open news, okay, social announcement, okay, all three means same. That is why the answer is option number 5. That is why the answer is option number 5. Sir, I'm not through with the subordinate clause, principal clause and all, but still able to spot errors. So isn't it necessary to, yeah, you don't need to do all these stuff if you still are able to find the errors. Okay, so your motive should be that you should be able to find the errors and everything. That's more important for me. Okay, so all these three means same thing. That's why the answer is option number 5. Okay, clear everybody? Let's move. Practice, dear, practice reading. Reading is also important. Then why government has faced liberalization? Yeah. Saurabh Kumar, your problem that you facing, that means you should you should give more time to it. You should read as much as possible. Thank you, Shiv Kumar. Thank you that you've enjoyed all these questions. There are just not enough judges in the various court. Consequently, the available members of the staff are given additional charge, sometimes covering many posts. The stress results in the dash of service. The stress results in the world class of service, inferior quality of service, or low quality of service. So inferior quality and low quality both means same. That means the answer is option number 2. Clear guys? The answer is option number 2. So I hope all of you understood this particular question as well. Clear guys? Okay. So having said and done this question, that's pretty much from my side for the day. I hope all of you enjoyed this question and all of you enjoyed this session. In tomorrow is the day 5. Tomorrow will be the day 5 of this particular session, and you people are performing well, and you people are showing so much of cheerfulness in this particular kind of thing. So from next week I am going to continue this particular session also. So next week it will be day 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, so next week it will be till day 10, 6 to 10. Okay, so guys, please make sure that you are available tomorrow, as well as also all those people who are going to write their examination on Friday and on Saturday. Okay, sorry, Saturday and Sunday, not Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Don't miss tomorrow's session, because tomorrow's session will be important for all those aspirants. So that's pretty much. Thank you. Have a nice day. Enjoy yourself. Be safe. And guys, make sure to share the session as much as possible and tell people about this particular session and the questions that we do. Thank you. Have a nice day. Enjoy yourself. Be safe.
It's just 3 weeks for SBI PO Prelims exam. And if you still don't feel very confident about your preparation, join our new course, which is SBI PO Express batch. Of course, we'll cover the concepts, the practice and also the discussion of mocks in these 3 weeks. Now, this batch will include your preparation for both prelims and mains. English descriptive part can be a game-changing part in your exam. I will be, of course, teaching you both essay and letter writing, including the formats, the various practice of essay as well as letter writing and the topics. So enroll now.